Jason, how many shows have you made already?
I have made, including the World Bowling Tour, I believe it's 5.
5. And what do you attribute to your success?
A lot of hard work pre-season. I've been working with my own coaching company with Rod Hoppy and Deandra Asbatty, and both of those guys have really helped me kind of evolve. I felt like I was kind of stagnant there for a little while, and that my own natural ability could only get you so far, and they've definitely helped me just go a little further.
What balls have you been using? Is it a different ball for each pattern, or have you found that one ball maybe drilled differently has helped you along the way?
Yeah, I've definitely kind of fallen in love with Roto Grip's Outlaw. I've used a lot of marble pearls as well, and also Roto Grip Shooting Star. So it's usually one of those 3 bowling balls drilled a different way if need be, but when you find a ball that works in the center and you're kind of stuck here for 3 weeks, sometimes you want to stick with that ball and drill in different ways because it goes to the pins the right way. It kind of just matches up with the center. So I've stuck with those 3, but usually, if need be, I'll go to whatever I have, a high road or a virtual gravity nano, something that might need a little different.
Can you give us a number of how many balls you've drilled? How long y'all been here, 2 or 3 weeks?
This is going into our 3rd week.
So how many balls have you drilled?
I came here with 5. And now
that's not very many.
No, it's not very many. But Qantas wouldn't allow me to take any more on the plane.
Yes.
So I came here with 5, and now I have, let me do the math, carry the 2 a lot.
I was going to guess 20. Is 20 a good number?
That's probably a little high.
I think
I'm probably closer to 15.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Well, for me that's a lot. Yeah. I don't normally drill a lot of bowling.
Compared to Barney, I don't think that's a lot.
Right. No. Yeah.
Okay, you mentioned the pearl. What does that do? Does it go longer down the lane? Are the lanes hooking, or are they playing a little tighter?
Yeah, this center predominantly is a high friction center. So, you definitely want a bowling ball that's going to get down the lane. Really.
We'll talk later.
Sorry. Yeah, you probably predominantly want to use a bowling ball that gets down the lane really well. So, the marble pearl, it's a really strong ball. The marble range is a pretty strong core, and the pearl just kind of lets you get down the lane so smooth and so much easier. So I don't have to throw it 100 miles an hour, which is really helpful. But a lot of the guys who are doing well are using some kind of pearlized ball or weaker bowling balls, and that's kind of what we're doing as well with Storm and Roto Grip stuff.
Where have you been staying while you're here? Are you staying at the hotel or off premises? Where's that?
A couple of years ago, Mike Fagan, Bill O'Neill, Tony Lacaz, and myself decided to stay off the property and rent a house, and that has been the best decision we've all made. It's tough to stay inside a casino for that long and never see the sun, and so we've been renting, and now we've got a couple of extra stragglers along the way that have joined with us, and one in particular, Martin Larson, is staying with us now, and it's so much more refreshing when you've had a bad day just to get out of the building and go somewhere. And we normally play some cards at home, watch some TV, some movies, and some of the places, weather permitting, have a pool, and you can kind of really unwind. And in my opinion, it's probably been the biggest change that is the biggest thing that has made us bowl better.
Have you played any golf? Are you a golfer?
I'm a bit of a golfer, yeah. I'm not very good at it, but no, not this trip. The schedule's been pretty rough. It's early morning starts, then afternoon, and then night bowling, and then it's back to early morning stuff. And a couple of days that we did have off, they were regionals. So I didn't bowl them, but I came in and watched some friends and helped with whoever I could. So we haven't had a whole lot of time off, but I can tell you when the World Series is done, I'm going to get the sticks out back home and crush the little white ball.
Deandra's out here. Has she bowled any of the events? How is she doing?
No, she's not here anymore. She was. She bowled the World Series, and she was doing really well until the shark pattern, and the way that she says the shark bit her. But she was doing really well. I think she's now flying to Japan for a Japanese ladies bowling tournament. So it was nice. She stayed at the house as well for a few days, so it was nice to have her out as well.
So is she able to bowl that tour? Is that the same tour that Wendy got kicked out of?
I
what's
think
the deal
so.
with that?
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't ask too many questions about it. I just wished her luck and said, let me know how it all goes. But I think she was invited to it, and a few other girls were from the States.
Okay.
And I don't know if Wendy's going. I don't know if she's been invited, but I do remember reading a story that the Japanese said, "Okay, Wendy, thanks for coming."
Yeah, you've taken enough of our money.
You keep killing us, so it was fun while it lasted.
How about the World Bowling Tour? Like, you bowled internationally a lot, but now that they're adding some of the U.S. events in there, how's that going to affect the bowling tour? Do you think more guys will go overseas? I know some of them already do, but do you think more of them will?
Yeah, well, the tour now is such a short season. I think we have a total of 12 events or 13
Over
events.
half of it's been these 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we bowlers love is we love competition and we want to bowl in tournaments. So I feel like this World Bowling Tour is really like it's the snowflake atop of the mountain that's just going to generate into something really big. And I think it's great that there's a lot of stuff in the US that earns you points for it, because it does entice the guys who do well over here to say, you know what, let's continue on and bowl these other things. And those tournaments overseas, they pay really well. I mean, most of them actually pay a lot more than what we're bowling for here. So I always feel like the thing that's always held Americans back from traveling overseas has been the tour itself, because it's normally quite long and you can make a good living out here. And now that it's a lot shorter and a lot tougher, the guys are saying, well, I still want to bowl, and it's my form of income, so now I'm going to have to go elsewhere to get it. And when they do, it makes my job overseas a lot harder. I kind of wish they'd stay here.
Yes.
Well, how about your coaching thing with Deandra, is the International Art of Bowling, is that right?
That's right, the International Art of Bowling.
In the States a lot lately with that.
Yeah, we've travelled once to Panama. That's been our only overseas trip, and we're obviously ready to go anywhere that we're requested to go. But yeah, Deandra Asbady, Ron Hoppy, and myself, plus we've got a bunch of people that help us with the company, and it's kind of taught me a lot, because I wasn't much into coaching. I was really focusing on my own game, and then obviously with the tour season being shorter and it's been a bit more difficult, we kind of worked together one time, and I thought this was a great opportunity, not only for me to obviously make a little extra on the side, but to become a better bowler, a better coach, and also help people out there that want to get better. So we have a new website, it's iabowling.com. We're offering some really cool services like Skype a coach and video analysis and everything. So we kind of felt like it was really difficult for us to go to everyone. So we're kind of inviting people to come to us, and it's going to be really, really cool.
On a personal note, you guys gonna have another kid?
Yeah, Kimberly and I, number 2 on the way. It's just awesome. I mean, yeah, it's kind of scary. I mean, I don't feel like I'm a mature adult. I still feel like I'm a kid, you know. And then all of a sudden you kind of look back at your life. You're like, I have a child already. I have another one on the way. I'm growing up.
You just enjoy playing with them more than other than
I do, yeah, very much. I'm definitely the playful dad.
Does she ever come over here with you?
She
Does
hasn't
she ever
this
travel
time.
with you?
She does. Kimberly does fly with me occasionally. It is very expensive to fly from Australia. My ticket here for this tournament was just over $2,000 Australian dollars. That's even more US dollars. So it's hard to say let's all go, because then obviously it's hard to share expenses with everyone, because now you have a family, so you're kind of doing everything on your own that way. And as much as I love them here and wish they were here as well, it's really more of a when the time's right, and for specific tournaments she'll definitely come out. But to come on tour and stay with me, financially it's not viable, and it's definitely something I want. And especially when you got a couple of kids as well, it's hard to travel and to. I guess the hardest thing actually is, Kimberly wants to watch me bowl, and it's really difficult when you do have a child, or when you have because the kids are usually running around doing their own thing, and I kind of felt really bad for Kimberly at times when she does watch me, because I have to kind of fill her in on how the day went, and she's in the bowling center, but she didn't really get to see much. I
completely understand. I've got a 4-year-old.
Exactly, right.
I know how it goes.
We'll see. Hopefully one day the tour will be worth millions of dollars, and we'll all be making a boatload, and I can hire someone to look after the kids, and Kimberly can watch bowling.
We appreciate your time, and good luck on the shows.
Cheers.
You've been bowling awesome this past few weeks.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.